What is up, guys? William here from fitnessforbackpain.com, where I teach you how to overcome chronic, persistent low back pain by mastering your mindset, improving your movements, and building smarter strength. Today, we're talking about psoas stretches, and I'm not gonna load you with like 15 amazing psoas stretches because you don't need that much. I know it's great to see 6 amazing quad stretches, 6 amazing psoas stretches, but we're not gonna do that today. I'm gonna give you dose. 2 psoas stretches that if you focus on these, if you're consistent with these, if you take your time with these, and you do them right, you're gonna see amazing results with time. One is more beginner friendly for you, friendly for 99% of the people, and then there's an advanced one that I'm gonna show you with a foam roller that isn't for 99% of the people. And real quick, if you're looking for a stretch-free approach to chronic low back pain, if you've been trying to stretch, it's not working, I want to invite you to download my free workshop. It's at fitnessforbackpain.com/back pain workshop. I cover everything you know that has to do with strength, getting away from stretching, building smarter strength, how to focus your efforts in strengthening your body and building resilience in your body instead of just constantly stretching, taking pills, and going to yoga class, okay? It's awesome, it's valuable, it's free. fitnessforbackpain.com/back pain workshop. So just like any other normal hip flexor stretch, you're gonna get into this position here. Obviously, you wanna have something under your knee, something soft, something squishy, so you can not be like thinking about how bad your knee hurts. So something squishy on the knee, in a good position, get into it. What feels neutral. You don't have to kind of brace or anything kind of weird here. What you're gonna do is to get started, you're going to tuck your butt. So you're gonna don't just roll it under, but contract your glutes and allow that natural contraction to do a little bit of a posterior tilt. So contract the glutes, and right away, you should probably feel some tightness in this area. This should already start stretching. Rectus femoris, there's some hip flexors in there, as well as potentially some psoas, but we're not sure if we're hitting that just yet. We have to do a few more tricks to this. Other than that, take your leg that's back and you're going to internally rotate it. So you're going to kick that foot out just a little bit. It'll kind of give you a little bit extra of tension on this area. From there, your glutes contracted, so it's kind of posterior tilted. You already feel that stretch, your leg is tilted out. We're going to slightly come forward. You don't have to rip into this stretch, which is an issue I see so much with doing these types of stretches, is people will rip into it super hard. The key with stretching to actually see results is A, do it after your workout when you're already kind of warmed up, but B, go gentle and control it through your breath, all right? What I mean by that is, as you're going into it, you should be able to stay relaxed. There's a point where you start pressing too much into any stretch and your body will naturally fight back and it'll contract and kind of stabilize or protect itself. Why people say, oh, that's why you should hold a stretch for like 3 or 4 minutes in length and time is because, so ideally the thought process behind that is for you to stretch long enough to where your body melts and it relaxes and it lets go, and then you can get that depth. We're not looking to do anything aggressive here. Think relaxing from the get-go. Super relaxed, my glute is all that's contracted, nice and tight, squeezed. I'm pressing forward. This is where you start activating the psoas. I'm gonna have you turn your trunk out, right? So my chest is going out, more facing towards you, or going towards the leg that's back, whatever you wanna think about. I'm gonna turn slightly, that's gonna build tension here. And from there, I'm gonna actually add space, right? Because how the psoas is connected, it's not just in one little area, it's connected to the lower lumbar spine as well as on the hip. So I'm going to turn, build more tension here, take my left hand, I'm gonna build more tension here and stretch, right? So from here, I've had this slight turn, I'm stretching towards the ceiling. I'm actually gonna turn my palms flat. So if you see, I'm like this as much as possible. Here, I'm gonna take a deep breath in, and that's gonna fill all of my rib cage and all this area here with air. And I lean a little bit in, and it should feel a lot different than just sitting here doing this and just stretching like this. Adding these elements to it is really gonna allow you to stretch and pull that psoas specifically. Here's a bonus secret tip for this. I actually learned this off a video I saw where Stuart McGill talks about this. So if you can find that video, it's a really cool addition. But Stuart McGill's an awesome guy. Check this stuff out. So I'm set up, arms up, palms are flat. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to rotate my hand, right? So I'm rotating my hand. So as I'm up here, I'm gonna rotate my fingers, and I'm adding all these things together as well as getting that rotation. And once you lock in that rotation and you're able to get it, you're gonna feel all of this start to really pull. And that rotation is just an added bonus to help get the sling. There's a whole different spectrum of slings of fascia that your body's created of. I'm not gonna go, or made of. I'm not gonna go into that right now, but adding this extra rotation of the shoulder and the hands, and that basically pulls and builds tension on that sling and really adds in that psoas, and it's just an amazing situation. So just do it. All right, so the second psoas stretch is kind of advanced. So be cautious, be careful with what you're doing, depending on your sensitivity, depending on your confidence, depending on your specific situation. It could work or it may not work. So if this does not work for you, the first one that you did is fine. That's the only one you really need, unless you go to see a professional, a specialist who can do some buddy stretching on you that targets the psoas. Essentially what I'm doing is when I lay down, I want the foam roller to be sitting almost like in this area here. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm right here and I'm across my butt. I'm not on my lower back. This is an issue that I see a lot of people try to do, or they want to do it and they put it across their lower back. I want it here. Keeping it here across your butt in a different, you'll have to kind of play around with what area it's in, but keeping it across your butt allows you to maintain a neutral, healthy, safe, non-sensitive position in that lower back. So that's important, key number one. So once I'm in position, I'll kind of get the roller set up. I'm back here, again, it's across my butt cheeks. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, once that's set, I'm gonna have a slight brace here. We're not doing anything super hard or super aggressive, just nice and gentle. I'm gonna bring one leg up. I'm gonna go ahead and grab onto that. I'm gonna take this leg and I'm gonna let it fall. So this is where you might have to adjust where this foam roller's at, because if it's too low, what's gonna happen is you're gonna block your leg from actually being able to stretch this area. So once you're in a good position, the leg's up, you can adjust that foam roller to still be across your butt, not on your low back. And then you're gonna pull your knee into your chest, not too aggressively. We're not trying to, this is not the stretch where we're trying to yank our knee in. This is just bringing, if our area here is tight, as I bring, see how my leg comes up? As I'm bringing my knee to my chest, naturally my muscles are tight enough to come up with it. So that's what you're kind of looking for, right? We're not testing, we're just getting into position. Once from here, I'm gonna try to focus all of my efforts on relaxing this area. Now, doing that right in this straight position is not enough. This is where the secret kind of comes in. And hopefully I can get this angle for you. So once I'm here, what I like to do, here's my straight on stretch here. I'm going to actually take, keeping my hips where they're at as best I can, I'm gonna walk, inchworm my upper body around. So I'm trying to make like a half moon. So I'm trying to lock my lower body in place, and I'm gonna walk my upper body, very similar to the first stretch where I've had you reach up and stretch and kind of turn your whole upper body away from your lower body. It's essentially the same thing, but we're trying to lock that lower body in place and kind of get that rotation or that bend. And once you're able, and you'll feel it, once you're in a good position, you're gonna feel all of this really starting to stretch. You can be extra and stretch out here, as long as you're, again, allowing this leg to relax the best as possible. Deep breaths in. You can hold it for a few seconds if you want to really try to relax and get space. You're trying to build space in this area, all while making sure this foam roller is not on your lower back. It's not about being aggressive. It's about finding a comfortable place where you can relax, be gentle, take deep breaths, and allow this tissue to just simply relax. And that is it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'd love to hear your feedback on which psoas stretch you liked the most, one or two? Did you try both of them? Did you just do one of them? Did you try the advanced one? Did you not like it? Did it hurt? Let me know. I'd love to hear what your experience has been. Don't forget to go grab that stretch-free approach to chronic low back pain. It's at www.fitnessforbackpain.com/back pain workshop. It's yours free. I cover everything you need to know about exercising, building strength, building resilience in the body so that you do not have to stretch anymore. It's mind-blowing. It's yours. Free gift to you. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next episode.